Hello friends. I know it's really dark in here. I'm sorry about that. I'm in the cabin where I store the food for all the animals, and this part right here that I'm in is actually an old camper. Previous owners, I believe they partially lived in here. There's actually a window air conditioner. There was a wood stove in here. Tray thingy to, like, I remember in school and the kids, the classrooms, if they had a TV set, they had this tray that attached to the wall to hold the TV set, and there was one in here. I had it removed because it kept hitting my head. This part is kind of the kitty condo. The other side, I don't know if you can see it all, kind of an extension to this camper is where I store all the feed, and the goats got in there and pigged out not too long ago. It's really windy out there. We had a cold front come through this after, well, around noonish, maybe a little earlier, I don't know. This morning it was all blue skies. It was windy, but you know, tolerable wind. And once a month, my neighbors who help me a lot, they go to Kerrville, which is a good 60 miles away, do a once a month shopping, and I hitch a ride with them. And we did that today. You know, got what I needed for the month, got some hay, some few other things. And on the way back, you could just see the clouds. I mean, there was no clouds this morning, and as the day progressed on the trip, the sky got more and more cloudy. This morning I needed sunglasses for the glare. Halfway home, I took the sunglasses off. The sky was getting dark. We weren't that far, less than half an hour, maybe 15, 20 minutes. You could start feeling the temperature dropping. By the time we got to their house, and they're only a couple miles from me, it was cold. It was below 50. It was in the high 40s. And the temperature has just continued to drop. And, you know, we unloaded the truck, put my stuff in my truck, their stuff in the house, and I came home. And, you know, one thing about when you got really nasty weather, they're saying there's going to be rain tonight. We're supposed to, I mean, it got up into the 60s, and yet we're supposed to have a freeze by morning. It could freeze. Right at the 32 mark is what they're calling for my area. They're actually north of me calling for snow. Here, some forecasts say possible snow, others don't. I'm not really, if I get any snow, and I'd rather get snow than freezing rain. It will be slight. But it doesn't really matter what the weather's like. When you homestead, you got to keep going. I've just spent the past hour, well, I mean, I had unloaded the food from the truck when I got home, because some of it needed to go in the freezer. So I took care of that. I made myself lunch, turned on the heater, because I didn't even have the heat on. Turned the heat on, you know, started warming the place up. But finally, you know, the wind has just gotten worse and worse and worse. It's really bad out there. But I had to unload hay. Yeah, I had 2 bales of coastal hay and a bale of straw. Both of those I can get in Kerrville, cannot get it here. I mean, literally, I cannot buy it locally. So that's what I bought in Kerrville, and some vet wrap, because I used up all the vet wrap and I keep forgetting to get it on the chicken that broke her leg. So I got that, and I needed to unload the hay. I needed to feed the goats. So I've just unloaded the hay. Both goats, they'd rather have the alfalfa, but, you know, too bad. This is like $6, $7 cheaper a bale. So they can live with a little bit of coastal hay every month. I hauled out this bale of straw, put straw in both shelters because it's cold right now. You know, with that wind, yeah, it's above 40, but with that wind, I'm sure the wind chill is in the 30s. I mean, my hands are in pain from the cold out there. And so, you know, when you have animals, it doesn't matter what the conditions are. You've got to take care of them. No matter what it's like later, I'm going to have to come and lock the chickens up, lock the ducks and geese up. I just fed them. Usually I only feed them in the morning, but I really don't have any food scraps for them. I have a teeny bit, but not hardly anything. So I gave them an extra food supply because they're all huddled out of the wind. Nobody's out there foraging. They're all just huddled. They were all huddled in front of this cabin trying to stay out of the wind. And so I gave them some food. I'm about to go feed the rabbits. Then I'm going to dump the water from the duck pools, fill them up with fresh cold water. Ducks don't seem to mind. And then I'm turning the water off because we're going to have a freeze. It could freeze. And the water is only going out to the garden and the goat stock tank. So the water to the house isn't affected. This is just the water out to there where it tends to freeze if I don't turn it off. So just to be on the safe side, even, you know, it may not hit freezing temperatures in the morning, but better to be safe. But also, if we get freezing rain, if it snows or we get freezing rain, if the ground is covered in ice, it doesn't matter. I still have to go tend the animals. I still have to go feed the animals. I have to take care of the animals. I have a shepherd's staff by the front door. I have found that using a shepherd's staff really helps. It's like a third leg. It really helps me not slip and fall. And there's a lot of rocks here, and those rocks can get super, super icy. And so I use that. The stairs are the worst. They can be so dangerous. In fact, I won't, in weather like this, I don't even use the back door stairs because I don't have a, number one, the north wind just slams the back door shut. There's no railing. It's not safe at all. So I only use the front door steps in weather like this. I have a bucket of sand right inside the house by the front door so that if I need to sand the steps so that I can get down them, I'm prepared. So no matter what your environment is, you need, if you're going to be a homesteader, if you're going to have animals, you've got to know what the dangers are for your area. Prepare for those dangers. Learn what you got to do to be safe and have them ready at all times. So if we get, you know, icy conditions in the morning, I've got my shepherd staff, I've got the sand, and I will go take care of all those animals. I know where the pickaxe to break ice if necessary. I'm not really expecting to have that issue, but you never know. The cat has extra food, and I'll be feeding everybody and taking care of everybody. And you know, I'm once I take care of the rabbits and water the ducks, I won't need to come back out here until later on today when I lock everybody up. And I will give the ducks extra food then. And then in the morning I'll take care of everybody. But I'm prepared for whatever the weather brings tomorrow. I may not like it. I'm in Texas because I don't like the cold. I hate the cold. I don't do well in cold weather. But I'm prepared. So, I thought I'd just share this with you. And I hope you're having a nice day and that the weather isn't too bad wherever you are. It could be better here, but oh well, I look at the bright side. Maybe it will kill off a few mosquitoes. And fleas and stuff. So you take care and God bless you. Having to hold on to the pool while the other one fills because it keeps blowing away. It's really windy.